3, 2, 1, open. What do you think? So Irina, my wife, is a big fan of wine and she loves hosting the girls over at the house, have little get-togethers, whatever they do. Currently, we don't have anywhere to store any of that wine now. Now, because she's out of town this week with the girls' trip in Vegas, I decided to surprise her with a wine bar that's also gonna be a wine cellar. The plan is gonna be to take this nook. She's always hated the nook that was here. She says that these are dated kind of shelves. So first thing we're gonna do is gonna remove this bookshelf that's built in here and then see what we can come up with. Surprisingly, this is going a lot quicker and easier than I thought it would be. I thought I'd have to start whipping out the old hammer, breaking it apart, but not too bad. All right, so here's the vision. I'm thinking we build a cabinet that will match the kitchen cabinets, a door in it, a giant, and I mean giant cellar all the way to the ceiling. And we have to make it aesthetically appealing. So meaning it has to have a pattern or also looks like storage, and I don't think she'll be happy. And here's the funny part. We've never actually discussed whether or not she even wants a wine bar or a wine cellar. Let's start working on the cabinet. And this is gonna be probably the smallest cabinet I've ever built. It's gonna be only 21 inches wide, 13 inches deep, and 34.5 inches tall, which is your typical standard cabinets for the kitchen. So it'll hit right into the nook and have a couple of filler pieces on the side. Let's break the big piece down here, do all our final cuts on our table saw, and start assembling this thing. Oh, I broke it. I still have like half an inch in there. This might be my biggest one. This is the basic components of a cabinet carcass. We gotta do, before we start assembling, is we gotta do a toe kick so you don't stub your toe against it. It's annoying, you can't lean over the countertop. 3.5 inches tall, 3 inches deep. Toe kicks in, this is gonna be the bottom. We could just put pocket holes for the bottom and secure it in, but that's not how it's gonna be pretty. And we want it to hold a lot of weight just for whatever reason. So we're gonna use our dado stack, cut in a rabbet slot, so this will sit in there like a Lego piece and give us the most strength. Got our dado, got our pieces, cabinet, assemble! We need one more finishing touch here. I got way too excited and ahead of myself. I forgot to put the part that's actually connected to the wall of this cabinet. Building cabinets is exciting, huh? It's like a kid in Disneyland. Ta-da! It's not much to look at right now, but this is the face frames. Then it'll be something. I knew I was forgetting something. I gotta put pocket holes on the outside of this perimeter so I could actually secure this gorgeous face frame. Now we got something to brag about. Now we gotta build the doors and a lot of other stuff. All right, this is why I love using the router table for stuff like that. I mean, look at that joint right there. I mean, everything is coming in there super tight, super perfect, and most importantly, super precise and consistent. Guys, we need to start taking better care of our lawn, and that is why the sponsors of today's video is Sunday. Sunday is a lawn care plan with simple, friendly, powerful ingredients backed by nature. No harsh chemicals, no unwanted chemicals, ingredients you can trust, mystery-free ingredients. Simply connect to your Sunday pouch to your garden hose and start spraying. And the great part about these pouches is there's 0 pesticides. We all know that lawns are not all created equally. That's why Sunday is a lawn care plan that carefully selects ingredients that are perfectly tailored to your lawn. No harsh chemicals, no unwanted chemicals, ingredients that you can trust. It's simple, it's friendly, and it works with nature. The ordering process could not be any simpler. Simply type in your address. You will see a Google Earth map of your house just to confirm. It'll show the square footage that you're working with, and it perfectly tailors ingredients to ensure that your lawn is gonna be the talk of the neighborhood. And the great part is the plan is completely customizable and it ships directly to your door for free. So if you want a luscious green lawn, go to getsunday.com/Mr. Build It. Use my promo code MrBuildIt20 to get 20% off year-long subscription of customizable plans. Now let's get back to building this wine bar. Cabinets are built, and I got a surprise for you. I'm building not one, but 2 cabinets. The reason why is because we have the same cabinet section, the shelves on the right-hand side, so I thought that'd be nice if they both match, so let's bang it all in one project. I made it really snug, and now I'm thinking it might be a little too snug, but we'll see. Hey, that's a huge, huge win right now. Wow. And the nice thing is, in case Irina does not like the wine bar and didn't even want one, I'll say, babe, at least look at the bright side. I didn't have to use any filler pieces. That's a big victory. Looks great. It matches the kitchen really, really well. So now that we have this figured out, let's start working to see what we can figure out with the wine cellar. I have no idea. Before I start figuring out exactly how the wine rack is gonna look, and it has to look nice. Like it can't just be a bunch of shelves. So it has to have a little bit of a flavor to it. I need to start building a carcass for it. So it's gonna be 13 inches deep, 54 inches tall. So basically this length. I'll slice and dice this and make essentially a box. I don't know where we'd be if we didn't have pocket holes. Well, we'd probably use like biscuit joints, but it'd be such a longer build. You gotta wait for the glue to dry. God bless pocket holes. So here's the general idea. It's gonna have this diamond shaped pattern. That way wine bottles can go almost everywhere, and it's kind of like a cool design. The only thing I don't know is I don't know how it's gonna be supported on the back so the bottle doesn't fall down. I'm gonna do the front side first, put a rabbet cut in here, or a dado cut, whatever you wanna call it, and then on here as well, halfway through, and then it'll snap into place. And then we'll start figuring out the back. That's future Alex's problem. Okay, so it's actually not as intimidating as I thought it would be. It's all the same size. They're all 45-degree angles, except for 2 pieces here. They're a little bit shorter, but all in all, it's pretty simple. I got everything aligned. Now I have to do is put a rabbet cut in there on both sides so they could slide. And this will allow for the bottle of wine to be perfect inside. So let me get my dado stack and we'll start chopping them up. This is the only tricky part is you got to remember to label them because they're not, even though they're the same length and the same angle, the proximity is different. So I had to go and label them all 1 through 10, and hopefully they all line up. Put a dab of wood glue, press it in, and because everything is nice and tight here, this carcass is essentially going to be its own clamp. Lucky me. Absolutely flawless. It's so picture perfect, tight, and symmetrical. Oh man, I gotta make one more of these because I think what I'm gonna do is not to screw anything up and take the easy route. I think I'm gonna lift this up maybe 2 inches off the back and then create another one of these here. So the wine bottle will have back support and front support and it will look so pretty. All right, I got the second one done. The second one went so much faster because I actually had something that all the kinks worked out already. So the bottle fits perfectly in there. There's no fear of it slipping out because of the gooseneck there. And I think what I'm gonna do now is clamp this together, screw on all these pieces there, and then put our face frame on. Got our face frame, throw that on, secure with pocket holes from the side. Look how pretty that looks. Mwah, beautiful. Let's throw that in and then we'll start sanding inside, staining it inside, and then we'll paint the face frame so it can match the cabinet that's below. Okay, to date, the most annoying staining I have ever done. If you're gonna do this, I recommend do the dry fit, stain it all, and then attach it together, or else you're doing this crazy maze. Anywho, now I gotta paint this frame to match the cabinet, and we'll be ready to install it. I made this thing exactly plumb with this wall, so it's perfect on top. I don't know why the bottom part comes off about 1/4 of an inch. So I think what I'll have to do, because I can't cut this, I can take this off and cut the drywall, but I really don't want to do that. Decisions. I'm gonna have to do the hardest part. I have to pop this thing out. Hopefully it comes out without breaking. Cut the drywall completely out till it's flush, and then it'll go in an extra 1/2 inch, which will be absolutely perfect. Now that is worth all the hassle. Oh, I'm so glad we did that. All right, that's not going anywhere. Now, I need to figure out the counter situation here. Okay, so Irina's plane shows up tomorrow at noon. I don't have time to go and make a mold for concrete, so I hit up my local granite shop and they're able to make me these small pieces. They don't cost a lot just because they're kind of leftover little chunks. Of course, nothing is as perfect as it would be. This side is a little too tight. Let's see if I can make some adjustments here. I thought I screwed up on my dimensions. I told them 21 3/8. They did 21 1/2. I'm gonna have to figure out some of this drywall. Yes, we got it. It kind of makes sense. This side is in what looks like a 1/4 inch. So that's drywall for you, and framing, if you will. So now I can just caulk all this and around there, do some finishing touches like repaint this, finish the trim, and most importantly, I got about 25 bottles of wine I need to go buy. I'm losing my mind. I'm running out of time. I got just a couple more hours before Irina shows up, and I still don't know what to do about the wine rack. Let me see if I got some scrap wood, I can figure something out. Oh, I think we got something. I don't have enough time. I gotta get going. Hey.
Hi.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
I have a surprise for you.
bad or good?
Good. No, I think you're gonna like it. I hope. Come on.
I'm nervous.
It's something I built, so hopefully.
Oh.
We never talk about it. We never talk about it. Okay, but you gotta first close your eyes because I wanna see it. You can leave this here.
Okay.
Here, just keep your eyes closed. Keep them closed.
I'm nervous.
You're fine. You're gonna love it. I think you're gonna like it. I'd like it if somebody built this for me.
Oh my gosh, am I gonna run to the counter?
No, you're good. You just cleared it. The kitchen's clean, by the way. Okay.
You know me so well.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Open.
Okay, open. Oh my gosh!
What do you think? You always do
so cool!
You always do like wine with the girls and stuff, and I figured like.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good there.
Isn't it? You wanted floating shelves, but
How did you even? And this side too?
Yeah. Well, we got floating shelves. So I figured.
And you even put wine in there?
I did.
Did you get the kind I like?
A lot of white wine, sparkling stuff.
It looks perfect.
Doesn't it? I figured this would be the wine bar section cellar, and then this would be like the cocktail stuff, so all the liquors below.
How did you even think of that? I guess let the record show this is all you. I didn't even have anything to do with this.
Did I do good?
You did amazing,
Check out these wine racks.
Wine glasses, oh my
It
god.
just slides right in there.
That's amazing. So this is my section and that's your section.
Hey, that works for me. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you like home renovation projects like this, here's a cool video that I think you might enjoy.